the world has been calling down. A lot of people are calling us South Africa. They're calling to South Africa, wanting to know what's going to happen in 2012. Reason being, America is scared, Europe is scared, the world is scared. Why they're calling South Africa to wanting to know about 2012? It's because of South Africa is the land of the prophet. It's just that we South African people don't respect our prophet and don't respect our traditional healers. But we're living in harmony with our wild animals and the dinosaurs. And as African people, we don't own the domestic animals. We only own the wild animals. Time of the dinosaurs, there were two types of dinosaurs. There was an evil dinosaur and a good dinosaur. The Rhino Rex will be an evil dinosaur and the T-Rex will be the good dinosaur. The Rhino Rex will attack the humans and the animals, and the T-Rex will come and protect us. The lizard, to us African people, when we see a lizard, we see a symbol of peace. That lizard wants to bring peace between good and evil. And at the same time, so that we African people, we had our own dinosaur. Since the world doesn't believe that we had the dinosaurs. It's a saber-tooth tiger. Remember, as African people, we use the totems. Whenever we see a saber-tooth tiger or an animal that we use in our family as a totem. Let's take a saber-tooth tiger as an example. If in your family you use a saber-tooth tiger as a totem, once it approaches your family, you don't have to kill it, you have to direct it away. Because of once you kill it, that says you've killed the ancestor of the family. That is the Twin Tower bombing prediction. Lebo in 1979 through a painting or sculpture, through a painting form. When he made this prediction, he never stated that it will happen in America. He said somewhere over the seas, there's going to be this discussion like this in one of the developing countries. By then, America was still developing in the 70s. These are original Twin Towers. It's a plane that was used to attack the Americans. The Sun says the time. He said it's going to happen between 8:30 and 9:30. When America was attacked, it was 8:53 in the morning. And these models of cars, they were introduced to us, the South Africans, in 2001 as racing cars. 70s, 80s, 90s, we never had these models of cars. They represent the people who work on the World Trade Center because they live large life and drive expensive cars, and some of these cars were bombed inside. The likes of the Lamborghini, Ferrari, Subaru, and the modern Porsche. It's a circle of life that says what goes around must come around. Whatever happened over the seas, we should expect it to happen in Africa. And the dark cloud says when days are dark, friends are few. On the 11th of September, nobody wanted to go to America. Americans were on their own on that day. To show that credo was speaking about America, in an American flag we find a bird which is an eagle, which is this one. The calabash represents us African people. We are the only race on earth that use a calabash to connect with our Creator. Before Christianity, Islamic and other religions were introduced in Africa, we had our own ways of communicating with our Creator through the ancestors, and the calabash would be as a connection. Even today we still use that. The red paint says blood that shed, the water says over the seas. He said it's going to happen over the seas. It happened where? Over the seas of Africa. And the skull represents the nation that was blamed. They said are the ones who attacked the Americans. When we see a black robe, we associate with the Arabs. Bin Laden is an Arab, he wear a black robe like this. That's the signature there. Credo Mutwa 1979. Please believe it or not. Mr. Prisco, who was the director, Western Board Administrative, wahlangana no Credo Mutwa eSantien, one of these black schools, eSantien, bega yofundisa lapha. In fact, bega khuluma nge-African way of living. So uthe mangahlangana no Mr. Prisco ambuza ukuthi kufanele ngakenzelani, washo ukuthi I mean, if I can get a land where I can practice my African way of life. That's when David Prisco wamtholela land le. I-Western Board Administrative iyobe supporta uCredo Mutwa ngama-materials. Ake kuthi Credo Mutwa obani ufikeka uyenzani umsebenzi wakhe yini. It's just that abelungu bamcredit abathi is a historian, a playwright, architect, a sculptor and a healer, but to us the African people we call him Isanusi, which means the Zulu shaman. Reason being, he has done a lot of prophecies that happened in this earth. One, he made a prediction about the Twin Tower bombing that happened in America. Two, he prophesied about HIV and AIDS. Credo Mutwa is the one that prophesied the uprising of 1976 the death of the father of apartheid, Verwoerd, the death of Chris Hani, the downfall of our former President Thabo Mbeki, the death of Princess Diana, the tsunami that happened in Japan, the life of the Samoans that are living in South Africa, and what is going to be happening in 2012. Wasuka ngo-86 ekubeni aqeda ukuthi le community lemxosha reason being bebathi uCredo Muthi yathakatha. Second, lama inyanga zalabe zithi uCredo Muthi okhipha information ebalulekile esekumabhunu, not understanding ukuthi uCredo Muthi lesikhathi enza kanjani, he was fighting the system spiritually. Okusukeni kwakhe la uye wayohlala eBudatswana, let me say eMafiki Empire, then it used to be Budatswana, and then laphayana uye wakha the very same village, Lesedi village, like this. Then Tibamxosha la uMangube was the president of Budatswana. Wathi then bakuxoshile Soweto nendawo khame uzohlala la wenza umsebenzi wakho kule ndawo lonkenzelwana. Makafika laphana wayenza i-prediction ngoMangube, batshela uMangube ukuthi uMandela will be released from the prison, and makaphuma jail he will overthrow i-government yakhe. uMangube wathi kuCredo ayistop, uCredo wathi I cannot stop it, ama-messages ama-attack ngokutshele kanjani. And then la ukubonisa ukuthi where we coming from in terms of the housing as South African Bantu speaking people. This is the houses that African women will be the one who will build them, and the men will go out and look for food so that they can support their families. This rondo represents the Basotho speaking people, and that one that is up there represents the Zulu speaking people. Both of them are in a round shape. Reason being they represent a womb of a woman. That is where the women, they would give birth, and whenever there is a new child that has been given birth in the heart, what will happen is they will call all the virgin girls just to come and celebrate the new birth, and each and everyone will be dancing, each and everyone will be given a wreath, or will be carrying a wreath just to stick it on top of their heart to show the men that there is a new life there. Men must play far away for almost 3 months. Then after 3 months, when the child is ready, then it's when he can introduce to the village. The doors are small, reason being as African people we respect and honor our ancestors. So when you come into their heart, you have to kneel or bend as a sign of respect that you're bowing to my ancestors when you go in, even when you go outside. We in South Africa, we started to know about HIV and AIDS. That was 84 towards 85, and it was just a deadly virus, it didn't have the name. 88, 89, it was given the name, they said it's AIDS. And they came back in 92 and changed it, said it is no longer AIDS, it's HIV and AIDS. In his visions, there were these two great characters. The great king of the African village and the traditional healer of them all, Muhunda Rengo, whom we could cure 95% of the illnesses using traditional herbs. The story is, as you know, that African kings are the people who promote and support polygamy. Our king was married to 250 wives, and he was not satisfying all of them all sexually. Others managed to go out and cheat with the agents, and they caught the virus and they brought the virus in the family. The king catches the virus and he comes to a traditional healer expecting to get the cure. Then the traditional healer tells the king that the virus that the king has, it is beyond his powers. That's the virus that's going to swap the world by itself. In the next coming years, the people of this earth will be infected and affected by this deadly disease. But African continent, it is the one that's going to be mainly affected and infected by this disease. Yes, there's going to be a medicine, but that medicine won't kill the virus, it will tame the virus. And the only time the people of the earth can get that medicine is when traditional healers and Western doctors can come together and work in the laboratory. Today, traditional healers and Western doctors are working together. Hence, we've got the ARVs that doesn't kill the virus, they tame the virus. And then this is the penis of the king, just to show sexual transmitted diseases that cause HIV and AIDS. The legs of the cauliflower, the drop, the syphilis, we can talk about them, we cannot finish. But when you look at the penis, we see it as a human face. When you combine the human face, we get a symbol that they used to campaign for HIV and AIDS as the logo. We find the ribbon. People with HIV and AIDS, when their CD4 count drops, what is happening about them? They lose their weight and the head stays big, like our king here. Please believe it or not. Obana uthi umuntu makashona aphenduka idlozi. Sinedlozi, sinesampumpu. Idlozi yilabantu abantu bephila emhlabeni bayenza ukudla into yonke into ezinhle. Mama ushona sokubiza idlozi ngoba boyenza umsebenzi omuhle. Bawenza imisebenzi emibi sokubiza isamfumfu ngokuthi umubi. Then leli idlozi to show how we started to bury as African people. Long time ago in Africa, when they bury a person, he or she will be seated down and face the east and be wrapped by an animal skin. Why we face the east? Because of the sun rises from the east. As African people, we believe in reincarnation. We don't say the person died. We say it is the body that goes to the soil. The spirit stays around so that whenever there is a new child in the family, that spirit can jump into the child and will be replaced spiritually. That's reincarnation. Moreover, you always find cases in our families whereby whenever you do certain things, they will say, hey Lebo, you remind me of your grandfather who passed long time ago. You know, whatever you do, it's exactly like your grandfather. That's say the spirit of the grandfather came through me, is alive through my behavior. And this one is Isamfumfu, the one who does evil. If you abuse women and the cattle and the children, you just kill animals unnecessarily. They will arrest you, kill you, and throw you up or bury you upside down into your grave. They won't close your grave so that the vultures and the dogs can eat your flesh. Why we bury you upside down? Because of your evil. You have to go with your evilness. You don't have to reincarnate with us in the family. But we do the rituals for you so that you cannot turn your back against us. You need to protect us against those who want to cast an evil spell against us. What we do when we do the rituals for you, we go to Umsamo. We take all the things that are needed in terms of the sacrifice. When we arrive at Umsamo, we just place them down. We don't say whom are we doing the ceremony for. Then we walk backwards so that you can be able to protect and understand that they are still with you. Time went by, the Western people introduced this way of burials. African people started to bury like this, and that is the modern way of burying people. And now this is how we bury the people, with the cross, the name, the surname, the year you born, passed on. The calabash, that is where we pour African beer to connect with our spirit. Then we write RIP. They will say rest in peace, and then I say as an African, return if possible, because of I believe in reincarnation. To know more about credo, mutwa, go to YouTube. Then from YouTube you'll find all these predictions and these powerful artworks that he has done.